Today is Monday, and we will start the content for the course proper. We have already unlocked the contents for this week, beginning with Unit 1, which is on ethics. I also see that some of you have done the first activity, which is the self-introduction activity, so that's very good. I see Emily has introduced herself, Francois has introduced himself, and Andre has also introduced himself. So that's very good. So we are waiting for two more to introduce themselves. Yeah, let's hope they do so before going into Unit 1. But thank you to all of you who have started. Andre, this is your first time with us. You were not here with us on Friday when we started. So if you don't mind, I'm sure they would like to know who you are. So would you please introduce yourself, tell us who you are, where you work, where you're from, how you learned about this course, and what your expectations are for joining this medical equipment maintenance program.
Good morning, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Firstly, thank you for accepting me. Currently, I'm working for Netcare Hospital here in Cape Town. I'm also a clinical equipment technician assistant. I've been here for a while, and I've been all the time in the business area. And since I've been working in the hospital environment industry, I decided to pursue my career in this because I love what I'm doing. And this is a fast-paced industry, and you learn so much every day with life experiences. So I decided, let me be a better man and build myself in this industry. Um, where I've learned about this program is I've did some research looking for short courses, and I came across this one. And I thought, let me do this one. And then also, I'm busy with my trade in MEM as well. And I'm waiting for a date from Northland College. So I just decided, let me start with this one. And when I get that, I can still do that one to pursue in my career.
Wonderful. Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
I am sure you would have watched the recording that I sent to you for on the Friday session we had, where other participants introduced themselves. I sent you the link on your WhatsApp. So if you have some time later, you can click on the link and watch the recording.
Yes, I did watch the recording. Thank you,
Oh,
sir.
wonderful, wonderful. So everyone is here now, so we can get started. Like I said, for this week, we have unlocked the contents for the week, and I'm going to share screen and just give a brief explanation of what needs to be done this week. So give me a moment just to share my screen. Before I share the screen, I want to share the program. And I also sent the program on WhatsApp. You would have seen it already, so you can download on WhatsApp. And we will be releasing the content as per the program. So on each date that you see in the program, the content for that day will be released. For the daily briefings, we will send you, you will get an email every Monday morning with the link to say we are having a daily briefing at this time. Well, weekly briefing because now we do it just once a week. But every day a content is released, you will also get an email telling you which content is available, and so you know which units are available and which ones have got assignments or practicals or activities for you to do. So I don't know if anyone got any email this morning. I just need confirmation to know if you got an email either regarding a reminder for today's briefing or an email concerning the release of today's content. Anyone got an email?
Yes, I did. I did
Okay.
receive one.
So which one did you get? Is it for the briefing this morning or for the release of the content on ethics?
I received the one informing me about our meeting this morning.
Okay. Okay. So I'm sure you will get the one on the release of today's contents. But if for any reason you check the program and there's supposed to be a content released and you don't have access to the content, please let me know immediately so I can check the settings and see if there's a problem with the release of the content so we can have it released so you don't get stranded. But let's have a look at the program. Like I said, today is Monday, the 22nd of June. So ethics is already available. So this is just a theoretical content and it's for 2 days. So you have today and tomorrow to complete the content on ethics. Ethics has got an activity here which is a graded assignment, which means it forms part of your final mark. So you will download on the learning management program, you will download this activity. It's on Microsoft Word, so you will do it online. After completion online, you save it, and then you will upload it in the relevant section, and then the assignment is complete. So usually you have 1 week from the date of release of the content to complete and submit the assessment or assignment. So Unit 1 is for Monday and Tuesday. Then for Wednesday and Thursday, you have Safety and Hazard Management, which is Unit 2. For Safety and Hazard Management, you have the theoretical content, you have the practical content, which is on the use of the electrical safety testing equipment. And also there is a graded activity on Unit 2. So make sure you complete that activity and submit on or before the due date. And then on Friday, you have just the content on Unit 3. It's only theoretical content. So for preventive maintenance management, there is no activity for now. So that activity comes much, much later, fused together with other activities. Because you will do preventive maintenance or you'll be shown how to do it for most of the equipment you will encounter much, much later. So for now, we just give you the theory so you have a theoretical background on how preventive maintenance is done. And for next week, there is an activity you will do, which is a group activity on preventive and corrective maintenance. So that will give you an idea also how or what preventive maintenance and corrective maintenance entails in practical terms. So that's the content for this week, Unit 1, Unit 2, and Unit 3. So now let's go to the learning management system and see where those units are. So once again, I'm going to share my screen. So well done to all of you who have introduced yourselves, like I said. So you've done it correctly. So well done. So here, Unit 1, you will see ethics. So if you click, you have the introduction and overview for ethics. Okay. And here, under activity list, you see there's an assignment that you download and complete, activity 1.1. So do that on or before the due date. And then if you navigate at the top here to go to the content itself, which I showed you on Friday. So here you will see the theoretical content which you have to walk through. And there is a navigation button at the bottom here. You can see there are 72 pages altogether. In this first page, there is a YouTube video. It says watch this short video. If you click, it will then give you the definition of ethics, what it means,
Hello
and you
everyone,
can
and welcome.
expand
In
this
this
by
video,
clicking
we're
here,
going to talk about
or you
ethics.
can pause it, you can rewind or fast forward. Once you're done with that, you navigate to the second page and you see the objectives, and on and on and on you go. So once you're done with that, you go to next, and then you will it will display your activity 1.1 on ethics. You click to begin, and it will allow you to download the activity. So you download, complete the activity offline, you save it on your computer, and once you're ready to submit the assignment, you come back to this page, you click My Device or Browse Files, and then it will allow you to fetch the file from your computer where you have saved. And once the file is fetched, you check where it is, you select, you click open, it will upload the file, but make sure you click the red button at the bottom here that says submit. Otherwise, the assignment is not submitted. So you have to click the submit button for the activity and its submission to be complete. Okay, so that's so that's the end of unit activity 1.1. And then for Wednesday, Thursday, you'll go to safety and hazard management. You see all the contents, and then you'll see the practical videos, and you will see there is an activity here which is like small tests based on what you've learned in this unit. Okay, so make sure you complete that test and on or before the due date. And okay, let me just play because Francois wasn't here. No, not Francois. um, no, Francois was here on Friday. Who wasn't here? Anyway, so here we go.
First, let's take a look at the
So all of this
physiological effects of
contents
electricity.
are for this week.
The least harmful effect is the
So
threshold
take
of
time, go through
perception,
the video.
where the current is just large
Your
enough to excite nerve endings in the
assessment
skin
or
and cause a
assignment or
tingling
quiz
sensation.
is also partly based
Let
on
go
this
current
video.
has a minimum threshold of 6
So you can come
milliampere
back, make
and
sure you
results in the vigorous
understand
stimulation of
the
nerves and
part
muscles.
that talks about IP codes and IP ratings. You need to know that because your assignment is partly drawn from that video. So there's one video here on understanding electrical hazards. There's another one on safety and hazard management. No, I think this one is
go and stand behind
a
the
content
radiographer.
by Alan
They will be
Whiteford,
wearing.
but there's another one on understanding safety hazards, which is a video as well. So take your time, go through them. You can watch them more than once, 2-3 times to have a better understanding so that you're able to answer the questions at the end.
Understanding
Okay,
safety hazards.
great. Then for Friday, you only have this content on preventive maintenance. So you have the unit introduction and overview. And then after that, you go to next, and it takes you to preventive maintenance management. So this is just a theoretical content,
what is preventive
and
maintenance,
Selena will take you through
advantages
the
of preventive
content.
maintenance,
Okay,
challenges of preventive.
so let me pause and share your screen. So that's the content for this week. Let me say something about next week. Next week, Monday, we're supposed to have a briefing like this as well. However, I'm going to be away for a conference next week, so I may not be live with you next week, Monday. However, I will try to record the briefing and the explanation and send the link. So I'll have it uploaded on YouTube, and I'll send you the link. At 9 o'clock exactly, that link will premiere. So it will be as if I'm talking to you live because it comes on exactly at 9 o'clock. If you're late by 5 minutes, you would have missed 5 minutes of the content. Okay? But you can still rewatch it again after the premiere. But it will premiere at exactly 9 o'clock on Monday morning next week, where I will explain the briefing for next week. And following that, if you have any questions, I will be available on WhatsApp. You can always reach out to me on WhatsApp, and I will do my best to respond. Okay. But otherwise, I'm going to pause now and see if there are any questions regarding the contents for this week.
So you mentioned something about a group activity that we need to do together. Can you just
Yes.
explain that and how it will go about?
That will be for next week.
Okay.
But since you asked, I'm going to explain. So the first thing that will happen is that there are 5 of you, so we're going to put you in 2 groups, a group of 2 and a group of 3. And then let me go and show you where that activity is. So it's the activity on unit 4. I'm going to share screen now. Although it's for next week, but let's go there. Okay.
Maintenance interval.
So unit 4 on corrective maintenance. So that's activity 4.1. It's a group activity. What you need to do in this activity is that you're going to meet in your groups at your convenience. You can meet, have a WhatsApp meeting, or meet on MS Teams, or find some other way to meet and collaborate. The whole idea behind this assignment is that sometimes as technicians, you need to solve problems as a team. And if you're, let's say, Netcare in Cape Town, the other guy is in Netcare in Johannesburg, or Netcare somewhere in the Eastern Cape, you have to meet online and collaborate in solving the problem. So we're trying to give you practice on how to do that. The assignment for this unit is that if you download it here, for instance, it's about maintenance, preventive and corrective maintenance. So you will download the text and then do the assignment offline in your groups, and then you upload and submit. So it's about first line, second line, third line maintenance. So what you're required to do is to do your research using the internet or whatever sources you have access to find out what is first line maintenance, what is second line maintenance, what is third line maintenance. For each of those maintenance categories, what are you as a technician or those who do those types of maintenance, what are the activities involved in those types of maintenance? And what are specific examples of, let's say, first line maintenance, second line maintenance, and third line maintenance? So we want you to explore and find out and have a good understanding of what first, second, and third line maintenance is all about, including relevant examples. So you will submit that assignment in a Microsoft Word format or a PowerPoint format. When you submit, for each group, you'll have the names of the group members in the first page. So if there are 2 of you, all 2 names will be in the first page. You will submit the same assignment per group. So group 1, for instance, will submit the same assignment. So each person submit the same assignment as you've done it in your group, and you will score the same mark for the assignment. So you win together, you fail together. So make sure each one contributes so that you have a better chance of succeeding. But the marks will be the same. Whatever mark you score in group 1 will be the same for all members of the group. If you're in group 2, whatever marks you have for group 2 will be the same mark for all members of the group. So you work together as a team in doing this group assignment, and then you submit what you've done. So each member of the group will submit in the relevant sections, and then we'll grade it and you get the grades. So that's what that group assignment or group activity 4.1 is all about. But that's for next week. Any other question? Okay. If there are no other questions, as usual, I'm available 24/7 on WhatsApp. If anything comes to mind, if you have difficulty accessing any unit that should have been released and you don't have access or it's not showing, please reach out to me so we can check and see why you're having difficulties. Okay, but other than that, I would say have fun, enjoy the contents for the week. And we'll talk again next week, Monday, when I release the video explaining the contents for next week. Okay, then, that's it for now. I have this recorded, so I will save the recording and make the link available. Thank you.